Can you remember those days when we were younger? We gave ourselves time frame when we will get married, when we will graduate from the university, when we will settle down, when we will build our homes, and so on and so forth. And then when we'll go on vacation and the likes. But it's no longer like that for some of us, especially for those of us who did not grow up from privileged or wealthy homes. But if you are still somebody who still wants to achieve your goal, you don't want to grow old and then you regret killing that dream. You are paying money to landlords. You don't own your own properties and you don't own multiple properties that can earn rental income, even though you have investments aside. Then this video is addressing you as a first-time homeowner. If you're a first-time homeowner and you still have that dream, now this is what you can do. You look at your budget, then you look at your income. If you are somebody who has a budget of about 5 million naira, one of the best ways is to buy land. But recently, the cost of buying land, especially in Lagos, is high. So with your 5 million naira, you may not find a good land that suits your taste, especially with good title. You may not find that. So what can you do with your 5 million? And I said your income, look at your income. So one of the best ways to collectively buy land with other people and start a project. Now imagine 100 of you collectively own a project where you build apartments and you sell, you make profit, you multiply that, you are growing your income. Your 5 million naira can become something tangible in 5 years that you can take out and buy your home in 5 years. Now let's now look at somebody who has a budget of about 10 to 15 million naira. Now you've gotten to that stage where you can get a mortgage. You have properties that will be offered to you. There are some properties, especially federal government properties, through the Federal Mortgage Bank, you can get a mortgage. And with your 10 to 15 million naira, you can deposit even less than 10 million naira. If you have up to 15 million naira, you can set aside the remaining balance as your budget. Set aside, put it in a fixed deposit investment that is earning interest. And the money from that interest you are using to pay up the mortgage. That is another way. Now, if you are somebody who has up to 50 million naira budget, you can also buy a property yourself. There are some properties, even the federal government properties, you can buy a property with 36 million naira, a 2-bedroom apartment. But if you have about 100 million naira budget, now you've gotten to that stage where you can actually start a project yourself. These are just few investment strategies for you as a first-time homeowner. We will talk about other options and we'll even dwell more. We'll flesh out these options and I'll see you in the next video.